Hello students, let us just begin with chapter 2 of module 2 from this video, which is metal finishing. In the previous videos we understood some of the very important concepts related to corrosion, which was chapter 1, in which we have understood starting from the definition of corrosion to factors affecting the rate of corrosion, then different types of corrosion, then corrosion control method, different corrosion control method where we learnt anodizing, galvanizing, etc. So let us just begin with the next chapter of the module 2, which is metal finishing. As you can say it as a extension part to corrosion control, but metal finishing does not limit only to corrosion control, but it has its own different technological importance, which we'll understand in our next video. So in this video, let us just understand what we mean by this metal finishing. So just introductory part, and we'll just witness one experiment which I have performed, which may give us idea what exactly or how exactly metal finishing works. So let us just begin, students. Metal finishing. Okay, now what is metal finishing? If you go by the definition or before the definition, metal finishing is the process of changing the surface of an object for the purpose of improving its appearance and or durability. In anodizing, if you remember anodizing process, there we have understood that to stop corrosion, what we are doing, corrosion is the surface phenomena. Surface atoms involved in the reaction with the environmental entities such as moisture, oxygen, and undergo corrosion. Means they, from the atomic state, they transfer into their compound state. So here we are, that property, we are taking use of that property here. Intentionally we are converting the surface into some surface metal or atomic form into some other form, and we are trying to protect the object. Either we can say that we are trying to protect the object, or we may give a different property to the surface of the particular metal. Now here we can quote we can either we can convert the surface atoms into its compound, that we can do, or we can coat some other metal on the surface of the metal to be protected. Anything we can do. So we'll just go through the definition. Metal finishing is defined as a process carried out in order to modify the surface properties of a metal by deposition of a layer of another metal, polymer, or by formation of oxide layer. As I was saying, either I can form a oxide layer on the metal surface, or I can give a coating of another a polymer metal on it, or I can deposit another metal on it. I can deposit any ceramic material on it. Anything I can do by just changing some parameters related to metal finishing process. Now I hope the idea is clear now. Here basically metal finishing refers to the different processes carried out in order to modify the surface property of the metal. Okay. So now some facts. Electroplating may be the most recent way of depositing metal on to a surface, but the need to coat objects with metal has existed from thousands of years. Now it may appear like that these technologies are recent one, but from the ancient days, from the olden days, people are trying these methods to protect the metal. We have evidences for that. So whether for decoration or functionality, early civilization used multiple methods to apply metal to surfaces with their techniques and efforts, eventually leading to the development of electroplating. Slowly the technology developed. So okay, here is a artifact, Roman period artifact. As you can see, this is made up of metal. This artifact is made up of metal, but how it can last for so long time? Because artifact shows evidence of electrochemical plating achieved using the natural potential difference between different types of metals. So it's not recent one. From the ancient times, this practice has been in use. Okay, so now types of metal plating. What according to your syllabus you have to study, that will focus. Okay, simple types of metal plating. Okay, electroplating is one type. Then electroless plating, your names itself indicates electroplating, something related to electricity, and electroless plating where we are not using electricity. Okay, we'll understand it. Electroplating definition. Electroplating is the process in which a layer of metal is deposited on the surface of another metal by applying electric current. Now here electroplating is same. It is one of the metal finishing technique where use of electricity is important, or with the help of electricity this plating or coating is achieved. Now electroless plating, here definition. Electroless plating is the process of deposition of metal from its salt solution on a catalytically active surface of the object using a suitable reducing agent without using electric current. Okay, now in the previous, that is electroplating, electricity is passed, that means electrons are passed externally. Now in the electroless plating, what is done, some chemicals named as the reducing agents are used. They produced electrons, so in this manner the oxidation reduction reaction is completed. Which what exactly happens and all we'll understand by this experiment. Okay. Okay, now electrolysis. Before that, before understanding electroless plating, let us just brush up our idea related electrolysis. In the Module 1 videos I have explained it. Once again I'll explain it. Electrolysis is defined as a process of depositing or decomposing ionic compounds into their elements by passing a direct electric current through the compound in a fluid form. Now for example, if you want to coat metal A on metal B, I have to take a solution of metal A in a container which is called as electrolyte or ionic form of metal A. Then metal B is dipped in it. Then metal A gets deposited on it due to oxidation reduction processes. Okay, so which same experiment we'll witness today. Okay, in this video. Now the cations are, now here in any electrolysis process there will be an anode as well as cathode. Now anode, cathode and electrolyte. The cations are reduced at cathode and anions are oxidized at anode. So here positive and negative electrodes, anode and cathodes. So at anode what reaction takes place? At anode oxidation and at cathode reduction reaction. In the case of metal finishing, particularly electroplating, the decomposed compound deposits on the substrate metal. Okay, so we'll just witness a diagram which explains us electrolysis process of copper metal. Okay, same experiment also will witness. Okay, now here is the experimental setup. So there will be a beaker. We'll take a beaker. In the beaker we'll take this blue color, whatever is shown in this diagram is nothing but copper sulfate solution. We are trying to coat a metal with copper metal, any other metal with copper metal. Here what we have to take, anode we have to take copper metal. Copper metal is anode, and any articles will take a coin. So usually coins, steel coin will take as cathode. So here anode, cathode. Now anode is connected to positive terminal of the battery, so it is positively charged, it is called as anode, and cathode is connected to negative terminal of the battery, so it is negatively charged, is called as cathode. So one way of remembering it, anode is the electrode which attracts which is positively charged, and cathode which is negatively charged. So here what is the experimental setup? In a beaker, copper sulfate solution, electrolyte, then copper anode, and any coin, steel coin as cathode. We have our anode, cathode, electrolyte and external electricity provided here with the help of the battery. Okay. Now anode, positively charged electrode. Here in this particular experiment, what we are going to witness, we have taken copper metal and made it as positive by connecting it to positive terminal of the battery. Then cathode, negatively charged electrode. I have taken a coin. Then electrolyte, salt solution of the anode metal, CuSO4 solution. Then DC source for power supply, battery. For that I have taken a 9-volt battery. Okay, so now this is the experimental setup. Let us just witness our experiment. Okay students, so let us see what all are the things which we are going to use. Copper sulfate powder, then distilled water. So in the previous slides we have seen exactly how the setup will be. So now in this video we'll see actually how the experiment works. Then in a beaker we have to transfer the copper sulfate crystals, and then we have to add distilled water to it. Then we have to stir it. Now this is the basic setup. Now see, now it is a basic electrolyte what we have made here. We have added copper sulfate solution. If we have copper sulfate crystals, into it distilled water we have added, and we have stirred it. Now that was our basic electrolyte. So now see here, so I have taken a old 25 paise coin. So then our 9 volts battery. So as you can see here in the battery itself, it is labeled positive and negative. There will not be any confusion, positive side and negative side. Then you have to use a crocodile pin to hold the anode and cathode. Then see here, either we can use for anode we have to use copper. Here I have copper strip, also I have a copper wire which I have coiled. Both I can use any one. So now what I'll do, to the positive terminal I will connect the copper strip connected to crocodile pin, and to negative terminal I will connect coin, so which will make anode and cathode. Now here so positive terminal and negative terminal. So now okay, so now here I am connecting both the components and I am making anode and cathode. So now after doing that we'll get our experimental setup. We already have our copper sulfate solution, which is our electrolyte. What all the electrolysis setup contains? Electrolyte taken in any container. Now here I have used inert container, glass. So now and also I have made here, now here after connecting here, now I am getting active anode and active cathode. So now anode is my copper strip and cathode is my coin. So now what eventually what I'll get a copper coating on the coin. So now here like this I have set up all the contents. So now slowly after some time we can witness the coating, light coating of copper. Now initially you observed how the coin was. So now basically, okay, see, as you can see here we got a light coating of copper. Now as you can see on the crocodile pin also we got copper coating. So now we'll keep it for some more time. Now see here I have taken only copper sulfate. There are so many components to be added in the process in the manufacture, and also we are getting a firm. So as you can see here we got copper plated on the coin. As you can see the starting it was silvery, then now we have copper coated. Now here we have not got proper coating as such, because just we were trying the experiment. So So basically this was done to give you the idea related metal finishing. I hope this is clear to you now, what exactly happens, how exactly another metal gets coated over the base metal. So thank you, students.